What's going on, you trash Scardy players? Hashtag Ray is better. Look no further for a damage build for Scardy. I'm not going to go over any other builds because fuck that. I don't like survivability. I can dodge fine on my own. If you want, ask it in the comments and I'll show you, okay? But right now, I use the Grunt rifle, the Avalanche shotgun, stop inviting me, the Answer 4 set, and where is it? The Enkidu 2 set. So it's the same as Ria's. It's just you get a force field. Whenever you have a force field up, you do more damage. The backpack gives you 3 force fields, and then the Enkidu, you get your skills back from basic attacks faster. That's about it. So now I'm gonna show you a clip. So I mainly use Scardy on plasma bosses because usually you can get up close and personal with them, and your Avalanche does plasma damage, so it's gonna just do more damage. So this is A5 of Arctic gear. So I start in with the Grunt rifle. I just use the first ability, then I use the second ability, which grants the attack speed. I just fully stack that, and then as you can see, I switch to my shotgun, use its second skill, and then I'm just firing it like Mach 5. Then with set 2 of Enkidu, I already have my skills back just like that. Now let's get a 2-in-1. Let's talk about this Arctic gear boss fight. So this could be like an Arctic gear god. So let's talk about the attacks it does. And the first one coming up, it's gonna have the 3 razor blades in front like a lawnmower, and each one's gonna fire from left to right. So you see it goes to the left, then the middle, and then the right. You're just gonna have to keep running and dodging from that one. And then the second skill, it's gonna use all 3 razors. It's gonna use the 2, one in like the middle at mid range, and then one at long range, and then it's gonna switch from the long range to the close range, and then it's gonna take away the mid range and just have a close range. And each one is gonna do 1 360 all the way around. So phase 2 is pretty easy. The rotation is pretty slow, so you could just walk around with it and just stand in the sweet spot in between the ice and just rinse and repeat. Also with sit, if you run out of ammo and you have to reload, the reload time is pretty long, so using a skill will cancel this reload, or just dashing will cancel the reload and allow you to just attack immediately. I'm not perfect, so I'm gonna get stunned here, and luckily enough I'm able to dash and get away from those attacks and keep more of my health. And then I think I pop a shield, so then I get the damage boost for having the force field. If you're not able to pick up on the proper skill usage, just ask it in the comments and I'll try to answer it to the best of my ability. Otherwise, just try to learn it from the video. So in A5, each phase is going to take a little while to take down. So most of it's just going to be rinse and repeat, and you're going to cycle through each boss's attacks multiple times. So we're just going to keep standing in the sweet spot, going in circles, and damaging the boss with the Avalanche shotgun. Alright, phase 2 time. So you're going to see a big red laser. It's going to give you like 1 second to move. You got to get behind the boss, wherever the laser is in front. You just got to move to behind, because it's going to go all the way around, and the only place you're going to be safe. You can be safe in between, except getting behind is better. It's just more space. I think it's easier to get behind, and you just do more damage. You're able to get damage off instead of having to stand in the middle of another space and not be able to deal your damage. There again, I use the Grunt rifle attack speed and Avalanche shotgun combo. So my teammates go down, I gotta pick them up. This beam, also if you get caught by it, it will slow you. So if you get caught by that slow and you're trying to run behind it and around the side, you're probably gonna get slowed and get caught by the other lasers. They'll just be faster, and you'll be fucked. Rinse and repeat time, and the DPS is gonna go even slower because it's only 2 people, but you can still get the idea of how I use the abilities and why I use this skill set or this gear set rather, on Scardy. So I'll make a couple of mistakes here. I fired that into nowhere, but usually when that first attack comes up where it's the 3 razors, you want to stand up close where the razor isn't, and then after one spin you could back up into like the long range area, switch to your rifle, get a couple shots off, and then when it does a full 360, the mid-range one's gonna go away, so you can get a little closer, switch to your back to your shotgun, and do damage that way. Because if you get caught by that razor, you can get knocked down or stunned, and that's just going to take away from your DPS. So you see the 4th stage attack, it's going to fire those 3 razors pretty fast, the 3 gears, and then it's going to dash. And at the moment it gets stuck a lot in the walls. If you make it dash too close to a wall, the ice will block you from doing damage. So you can see me getting up close. I kind of mess up there. I didn't dash away in time, but I get up close, do the damage, and then when it comes up, I run away and then go back in. So this attack is pretty easy to dodge. You just wait, and then you have a lot of time when it's against the wall to do your damage, and then it's rinse and repeat from there. So it's going to take a little bit for us to complete this boss. So I just want to add, if you have any questions on other gear sets, because other gear sets are still viable, you can add more health, more dashes, and it can help with survivability, because some people might not want this damage build, or might not have enough crafting to go for the Avalanche shotgun, or want to use specific guns to their liking. Then you could just ask in the comments and I'll make my suggestion for you. I also would like if you guys have made suggestions for other videos that I can record to help you guys out. Stuff like other boss fights. I'm gonna make an updated Rhea gear set guide because I didn't like the way the first one turned out. So I'll make some challenge bosses, but currently I'm stuck on 18 Chief X. There's some people ahead of me and they complete stuff like Rooted Guardian, and they already have videos up like that, so I won't be making repeats like that, but I will try to help if you are having trouble and if you ask. So this fight's coming to an end. I end the game with around 2.8 mil, so that just shows you how much damage this Scardy build can do. I also have another video up on the sandstorm gear where I do 1.6 mil. But any questions, leave them in the comments. Any suggestions for other videos, leave them in the comments. Hope you enjoyed. This is my Scardy gear guide. Peace out.